Welcome back to Audrey's Farmhouse Kitchen. Today we are doing what I sow in February seeds. Just before we go to the office and go through all the seeds we're going to sow in February, I would like to show you the progress Alan's making on building a fence. Oh, I love it! Oh wow! How tall is it? 4 foot.
Wire is 3 foot.
Wire is 3 foot. So what's the distance between the posts? So it's 3 feet then.
3 feet between the posts.
And then 4 foot high.
4 foot high.
Wow. You have done a good job.
We found a gate.
Really? Oh wow! You put the gate in there. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that made my day now, this fence. And it's not just how practical it is, but how pretty. Do you know what I mean? What do you think, Juniper? This is amazing.
So there you go. That looks good.
Oh, these two, honestly. Oh dear. So nice and straight. Wow, I am impressed. Hello! Hello, you cutie piesies! Scratching around. They love the compy. Scratching in a compost area. I mean, there is always a risk. Yes, there is always a risk. Girly whirlies and boysies. If Mr. Fox comes, they might take you. I know. But while we're at home and working outside, less of a chance. Yes. But because your run, it's so muddy. It's not fair, is it? So that's where the compy pole is a bit soaked in here now. But hopefully those two, what's covered, can go on our raised beds. I reckon March and April is my plan. Now look at them, how happy they are. I just love spending time with them here. Or wherever they are on a property. Just lie down over there. Thanks for the eggs, girly whirlies. 4 of you now definitely laying. Because I've collected 3 eggs yesterday and 4 today. 3, 4 of you definitely laying. What's the matter? What's up? Why are you smashing that gate for now? You broke it now, didn't you? You'll come through one day. Yes. Yes. Yes, you will come through one day, didn't you? You're gonna come through one day. That gate. I think you will, you know. at me, you monkey! You're funny. Huh? You funny? Yes. You sticking your tongue. Stop sticking your tongue out. You dirty monkey. Don't. No. Don't do it. You're funny. You're funny. Hmm? Yeah, you're funny. You're funny. You're funny. Yes, yes. I think he just wants to play. He's missing the company, isn't you? Yes. And your girlies? Are you missing the girlies? I know. Are you missing the girly whirlies? Yeah? Okay. I'll see you later then. Stop smashing that gate. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. The only good thing is about this wind that will hopefully dry the property of that mud, especially the chicken run, a few places. I'm just checking on the beehive. Obviously, there's not going to be much activity in this wind now. Just make sure that it's strapped well. So, the 4 hives, 1, 3, 4, 5, it's empty. This tower one, hopefully, I've got everything crossed that they survive the winter. And then I can split, perhaps do a few splits so we can fill the rest of the hive. They've got food now. I've got bee candy, and I probably won't disturb them now till about March time. Let's see when the temperature's getting better. Ideally, I'm coming, Tough! Ideally, I would love to have at least 15 degrees Celsius. It's more towards 17 before I open hive up, even just for a quick check. I genuinely think he's bored. He loves Alan. He's playing. He's bored. He just wants a company. But he's just too dangerous to just let him out.
He smells. There you are.
Oh, hello, Missy. Behind me on my teacher's board, I have described the 3 groups of the tomatoes I'm gonna sow. I usually go with paste, slices and cherry, and I've just written down for myself, so all the varieties I'm going for. But we are gonna go through now, and I'm gonna tell you all about the tomatoes. It's peppers, chilies, tomatoes and the rest. So if you're interested, you are welcome. Let's go do some kitchen projects first, and soon that's done, I would just want to make some mayonnaise and put the cheese now to the fridge, and then we're gonna talk about the seeds I'm going to sow in February. Another thing I'm ready to do this morning, let's do sour cream. That's been dripping now for quite a few days. So at this point, I'm ready to put this in a little jar. And I'm just gonna write on the top of that little jar, sour cream. And we use it up whenever we want sour cream. And we're gonna deal with the cheese next. The cheese been sitting now in my sink for a few days as well, in a sink, and we're now ready to put to the fridge. And this is part of my self-sufficient life, friends. So this is a lifestyle, you know, because this is ongoing. We can't just stop and come back. It's kind of ongoing. We can't just stop milking our juniper, our milking goat, because that's gotta be milked every single day. And then you gotta come up with an ideas how you're gonna use that milk up. Is that enough for your family? So it's only 2 of us, so for us having goat just made sense. And I am not so keen on a goat cheese, goat milk. I don't like the flavor, but this breed, what we have, the Golden Guernseys, honestly, this is so good. The only thing what from the start what I can't do easy making butter, because goat's milk naturally homogenized, and so they won't separate. It is possible a little bit, but I've got the cream separator as well. It's just a hassle. So me having just like, you know, ideally you wanted to do it with fresh milk, and me having, even in a peak of summer when we have, let's say, 3-liter milk a day, to bring the creamer out, the cream separator, set it up and run it through for just a tiny bit of butter and then wash it. It's millions of parts in that cream separator to take it apart and wash it separately. It's so time consuming for that small amount of butter, and that was the only product I didn't like. A little bit tasted goaty, so that's the only product I still buy. If I would have a cow, would be no problem. So perhaps I need to find a dairy farm, so I just for purely make a few huge wheel of cheese, let's say hard cheese, you can wax it and leave it, and lots of butter. Okay, so we ended up with this much sour cream, and I'm gonna put that way just to this little jar. You can drink this over rice on its own, cold as it is. I cook with it, I flavor rice with it when I do, let's say, risotto or just anything. Don't throw it. Okay, and the cheese, our beautiful homemade cheese. Oh, smells good. This is now ready to go to the fridge. Just wash everything thoroughly. Good morning, friends. It is the next day, and I'm gonna start the day with making mayonnaise. So we are very low on mayonnaise, so we're gonna make mayo. The ingredients today I'm just gonna use vegetable oil. I need to use up this lemon, a sprinkle of salt, 1 egg, mustard, organic Dijon mustard, and I'm gonna add a little bit of whey so it lasts longer, it ferments. You know the yogurt the other day when we strained? So in here now we've got the thick sour cream, and in the bottom we've got the whey, so we're just gonna use a little bit of that, and that's it, friends. Let's get going. So let's start with the egg first, and then I'm adding a half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, pinch of salt, and about a cup of oil. And I'm gonna add, I'm not sure if you can squeeze, this is now really dry, but you know we're in a pantry challenge all year round, nothing gets wasted. This is perfect amount, that's all what we needed. There you go. And we're just gonna use the immersion blender to blitz it to a mayonnaise texture. Ready. At this point, I'm just taking as much as off this immersion blender so we don't waste any. At this point also I usually have a taste test. Make sure I'm happy. Texture looking amazing. Tastes divine. Very happy. And then we just add about a tablespoons of that whey. And we leave this out on a kitchen counter to ferment a bit before we put it in a fridge. So it will last for us longer. So the next thing I do, I come to the conservatory and check on the seedlings, and I had to show you this, friends, this morning when I came in and took the lid off of the heated mat and propagator, that most of our brassicas are up. There is a sign on every single pot we've sown. 2 days ago, they are up. So at this stage, this is not on now, I'm gonna take all out what is already germinated. So it's the broccoli, radish, purple sprouting broccoli, filderkraut, cabbage, and even the Calibos summer cabbage. Brussels sprouts and 2 cauliflowers, thinking about it. So I'm gonna put that back and lid on. So I usually come, take the lid off, check on them. Another good thing I've noticed, finally, there is a sign of the aubergine, the black beauty. It's coming up slowly. That took a while. My very first one, the onion, that's the only thing what didn't come up first, and one variety of the onion. But the rest of the seedlings looking good. So if I see a dry top, then I just give them a good soak with my little sprayer. And that's it, friends. So exciting. For dinner today we're going to make chicken schnitzel with chips, and I'm going to serve it with homegrown, home-canned gherkins. So things I've got already ready. I've grounded some wheat berries, so we've got the flour, we've got the 2 free-range eggs, we've got a homemade sourdough breadcrumbs, and this is gonna be when the finished product will go. I've already cut up, peeled, washed, cut up the potatoes, so I'm only going to season this, and that can go to the active fry, and that will be ready for between 25 and 30 minutes for 2 of us. And I put some lard, plentiful enough lard, in this shallow frying pan. That's when we're going to fry our schnitzels today. So let's do a bit of seasoning. So let's do a bit of salt. I like to season all of them. So I like to season flour, egg, and the breadcrumbs. And let's put something else as well. Okay, let's put some garlic powder as well, and some paprika powder. We still need to organize my seasoning, friends, because that's still a mess. But we'll get to it one day. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it a good mix. Get a fork and just beat up slightly the egg. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And we can start the job. We finished eating the cobbler, so now I'm thinking of another dessert recipe. I'm either thinking of cake or cookies, chocolate chip cookies or some kind of sponge cake to make next week as a dessert. Okay, it's not perfect, but that's okay for now. Right, and I've got my chickens in here. I've just cut them like quite of a thin slice, so it won't take us too long to fry, and then we don't need to do anything extra job with it. Just like that. So flour first, then egg, and the breadcrumbs mixture. And it's 10 to 5. So I think I'm going to turn the active fry on in a minute. So we just need to season our potatoes. I've done a progress. I wasn't filming it, but I went to the garden this morning after we've been out with the dogs for dog walk, and I weeded out one of the, well, actually I've showed you in a garden tour in my previous vlog. Afterwards I went out there with my camera and I showed you the finished project. I was weeding that was actually this morning. You've already seen that. We did the strawberry raised bed. So that's something done. The fence is looking good. So another project, it's done. And it's just the Christmas decorations. I keep putting it off. I might sound like a broken record by now, but it's just certain things I can get to each day. Yesterday I ironed all my holiday clothes, so that's ready. I've done all the paperwork for the upcoming holidays. If you don't know, we're going on a cruise, 10-night cruise. We're going to cruise around the Caribbean, and I will bring you along. So if you're into holiday or you would like to see cruise life, we also go in first class British Airways. If any of this interests you, you are welcome, friends. But I am now ready. We've booked 2 pre-night stay. So we're gonna have a pre-night stay before we board the cruise ship, and we have a pre-night stay before we board the plane. So it's nearly 2 weeks now altogether, this holiday. So obviously we're gonna enjoy that holiday, and then when we come back, I'm gonna be full steam ahead back to the pantry challenge all year round. But that was my only thing when I said, you know, the holidays, they won't count, and we eat out once a week. So actually we're going out tomorrow with my friend, who's happened to be my house sitter. So we're gonna go through things, have a nice Sunday roast, and yeah, everything is happening. We also getting new animals, if you knew. We are having 2 Kuni piglets next month and 2 pygmy goat kid. I've just spoke to my cousin and my little godson. Oh, it was so nice to see him even just through the phone. If I can't see it in real. So I'm hoping we can get to see the family as well this year at some point. I haven't booked anything yet, so they keep asking when you coming home, but I don't know yet. Okay, so all the chicken is now done, and this is a lot of chicken. So my plan is, because we are now eating out tomorrow for Sunday roast, probably we're only gonna eat breakfast and then the Sunday roast. We're probably only gonna have 1 each, or 1 for me, 2 for Alan, for dinner tonight. And I'm thinking about freezing the rest, and this probably can go to my after the holiday box. I'm not sure if you were here with me, but the way I prep as our self-sufficient life when we're back from holiday, We're not gonna go to the shop or stop on the way in a garage or supermarket or grocery store to get something. But I'm gonna make myself like a box, and I'm gonna ask my house sitter at night before we're due to arrive to come back to take it out from the freezer and put it in the fridge. And I think this would be a nice addition for that following day when we have jet lag and really don't feel like cooking too much. I would probably just need to fry this with some chips. That would be a quick lunch. I've already done some bread slices so we can have it for breakfast for the next couple of days after the holiday. And we still have got milk in the freezer, we've got apple juice and stuff, so that's the way I think, so we covered. But I think we can start frying, or maybe not. No, I'll wait a little bit, because we're not gonna fry this. No, we're going to freeze this as it is. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So actually I'm gonna get a parchment paper. But what we can do before we do that, actually, we can season the chips and that can go to the active fries. So we're just gonna put a little bit of an oil, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to this, and just salt. I think that's it. Give it a good rub, and that can now go to the active fry. I've been washing and selecting all the plant labels. So I went through all the previous year's one and I've cleaned them. I've only not cleaned them when I remembered the variety and exactly what I'm gonna grow. Those can go to a separate little pot. And all the ones that I scrubbed clean, that can go to another separate pot. And we can use that with the new seeds. You right, Luz? So that's done. It's another job done. I am serving up now, so I'm gonna have some gherkins, chips, and the schnitzel. I'm going to toast some bread as well with it. I can have two. It's a big deal, big meal. Let's have a taste test. Such a nice comfort meal this is. That is a hearty meal, friends. I'm just gonna give a shout to Al, and we're going to enjoy this meal. Just gonna put some butter. Tastes very different, the whole meal, but I love it. Okay, dinner is served. I grouped all the seeds for myself, but the main ones are the peppers, chilies, tomatoes. So peppers, chilies, tomatoes, and then I've got some more. All here. Let's start with the tomatoes, because in this group, my favorite group is definitely the tomatoes. I love growing tomatoes. I think when you choose to grow your own tomatoes, you can go to grow varieties what you cannot find in a shop, and you definitely cannot beat the taste. Well, homegrown tomatoes taste like heaven. So many different varieties. You need to find your favorites. You know, there's absolutely loads to choose from. So how I usually categorize my tomatoes are the paste. So the paste group, I usually grow those. They are a little bit lack in flavor, but they still tasty. But I usually use them for cooking or preserving. Cherries, more snacking, tomato juice, canning or salad. And the slices are the best in the tomato sandwiches. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just separate them like I've done on the teacher's board. The biggest group are the slices, I think. Yeah. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 varieties of sliced tomatoes I'm gonna grow this year. So the first one is the Black Beauty. I've got 2 packets of the Black Beauty. The Black Beauty, it's just a stunner. It's black. If you wait, it grows to like middle size or full size sometimes and turns from that green to black. It's just incredible. Let's see what she grows veg, how she describes it. One of our all-time favorite tomatoes, Black Beauty, is a delicious as it is striking looking. It's the darkest tomato in the world with skin packed with anthocyanin, you know, the one with the purple potato, all the purple kind of fruits and vegetables will have. The same antioxidant in blueberries. Yeah, it just says that. Slice into it and you will find deep red flesh. We think it's also one of the best tasting tomatoes with a complex tomato flavor and earthy finish, ideal for slicing. It's definitely one of my favorite slicer variety. So we've got the Black Beauty, but I think what I actually like more than the Black Beauty, it's the Green Giant. Let's see what she says about it. This tomato really lives up to its name, producing loads of very large emerald green beefsteaks that are wonderful when sliced and served with other colored tomatoes. Flavor-wise, it delivers lots of sweetness with sharp notes and a fruity finish, juicy in the extreme. Absolutely love, because I really like this tomato, the Green Giant. I've chosen another variety, what it's called Aunt Ruby's German Green. So I am really looking forward to it. It looks very similar to that Green Giant. But this one says Aunt Ruby's German Green is a luxurious heirloom with bright green flesh, golden undertones, and a zingy sweet tart flavor that surprises in the best way. Big, juicy, and packed with old-fashioned tomato richness. It's perfect for slicing and showing off. I'm looking forward to growing this one. This is the new variety. Black Beauty and Green Giant I grew before, but not this one. Brandywine I grew before, absolutely lovely slicer. And the last one, Ananas Noir. I think this just looks so cool, so I'm really looking forward to growing this. So that's the slicer group. I'm growing 2 cherries only this year, the Sungold and the Green Doctors. These 2 packed in flavors, and over the years I've been growing cherry tomatoes. These 2 are probably one of my favorite cherry tomatoes. And now to the paste. I'm gonna try the Heinz 1350. It looks like a box standard round red tomato, but I'm gonna go for it. I've not grown this before. Cuban black pepper, like it's a large, ovally shaped, amazing paste tomato, so I'm definitely gonna grow this one. Jersey Devil, it's a new one, and a Goatbag, it's a new one to me. So we're gonna Have to wait and see. So tomato wise, that's all the tomatoes I am growing this year, friends, and we're gonna start growing these very soon. Let's go to the chilies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different varieties. One is the Machu Pichu. It looks like a jalapeno, just on the smaller side, and it goes black. It's like a black Hungarian I used to grow. So I know this is a good one, so I'm gonna grow that one. I grew the candy cane last year, but I wasn't successful, so I'm gonna give it another try. This just looks stripey and wonderful, so lush. The sugar peach stripey, it's one of the most cool looking, spicy, for me it's spicy, but it's sweet, got that peachy taste tone to it, so it's absolutely a yes for me. I've got the sweet banana, but it's on a Scoville scale quite low, but I can't really deal with very spicy chilies, so for me this is perfect. Aji Pineapple and Lemon Drop, again, they are stunners. They're producing this smallish, long chili, what grows from green and turns to yellow, and it lasts all up to till the frost. I actually harvested this chili even around Christmas time, so it's a really good cold tolerant plant as well. So I'm definitely gonna grow these ones. Cayenne, I always grow the cayenne chili pepper. And this is new one to me, the brown jalapeno. So I'm gonna give it a go. So maybe we can do the jalapeno candy with this one. So that's what I'm growing chili wise, friends. And let's go find out the peppers. So I've got this from Amazon. I really wanted this Hungarian pepper, but just looking at the packaging, I am honestly not sure what to think about it anymore. I used to use real seeds a lot before I switched to She Grows Veg. So I still got some leftovers. This one is the sweet chocolate. So it's a couple of years old seed now, so we'll see how it germinates, but we'll give it a go. I couldn't get hold of the Życiowa paprika, so I'm gonna use my home saved seeds for that. And the rest is from She Grows Veg. Is it all from her? Yeah, all from her. So the Ingrid bell pepper, I grew this before, so I'm gonna grow this again. The next one, Red Bull's Horn, I absolutely love this. Right conditions, this can grow massive, tastes delicious, sweet. I can cook with it, I can stuff it, it's delicious. So actually I've got 2 of those. And I've got 2 new varieties in here. I've not grown these 2 before. So this one is sweet pepper, just a cool looking one, so I went for it. Let's see what She Grows Veg says about it. A rare heirloom variety from Nicaragua, known for its deeply rigid, rich red fruit. Produces an abundance of fresh sweet fruits with the skins that makes them a pleasure to cook with. I'm looking forward to try it. And the Spiralus sweet pepper. I've not grown this before. She Grows Veg favorite. This Turkish sweet pepper is perfect for people who love growing chilies but don't like the heat. Traditionally picked green in Turkish cuisine, if allowed to ripen it will turn red and wonderfully sweet and is delicious roasted whole. So I'm really looking forward to it. So these are all the peppers, chilies and tomatoes I am growing this year, friends. So that's that. Let's see what else we're going to grow in February. So I've got a few more. We're gonna do the broad beans. We're definitely gonna do the broad beans. And I'm also gonna do artichoke, the Italian purple. I've got 2 packets in here. I used to grow artichoke and it's gone to absolutely massive, huge bushy plant. And one winter when it was really, really cold, I've lost it. And ever since, I've not had one. So I'm gonna give it a go again. Another thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna grow 2 different varieties of beetroot next month. One red, one yellow. The yellow is called Golden Eye. And this one is on a milder side and sweeter, I think. I do roast, eat fresh in salad and can both of these varieties, and a Cylindra, it's that deep red traditional beetroot. So we're gonna grow this as well. As well as kohlrabi. I love kohlrabi, so we're gonna grow kohlrabi. And eucalyptus. If you were with me last vlog, I've done a January garden tour. And I was so surprised to see how well the eucalyptus do in this cold weather. I didn't know that it's frost hardy. So I grew those last year from seed, and I'm gonna do exactly the same. I've got so much to catching up on, so I've decided not to grow many flowers this year. I'm really deeply gonna miss it, but we'll see what comes back from last year and some perennials, and we're gonna try our best. The next one, what I would always grow, a tomatillo. Absolutely love the salsa verde sauce, and it's I've never seen this one. This one's called the Queen of Malinalco. It's like more like an overly long. The used to what I grew are more like a round shape. I always have some volunteers, so we'll see how it goes. I've got some older seeds in here, and I might do this Clemson spineless okra again. I'm gonna give it a go, although I can't really grow okra on my climate. So basically that's it, friends. That's all the seeds I'm gonna grow in February. I've only got 2 weeks in February because the other 2 weeks we're on holiday. We are going on a cruise ship. If you're interested, make sure you subscribe. I'll bring you along. We're going first class British Airways, 10 days on an Oceania cruise around the Caribbean. It's gonna be so much fun. So I'll bring you along. So if you're interested, you are welcome on board. But for now, I'm organized. You know, I just washed and got all the pots ready, and I scrubbed, cleaned and organized my plant labels. So that's all done. I've got the compost, so we're ready to sow. Next couple of days, probably we're gonna make a vlog, beginning of February, how I sow all these seeds. I'm probably gonna do half of it in the 1 week and the other half of it in the other week. Well, what are you sowing this month and next month? Have you sown anything? We're still in January. Have you sown anything in January? Have you started your gardening journey? Are you going to grow the garden this year? What seeds you sow in next month? If you don't mind, please share it in the comment section down below. I'm really interested. Okay, I've got all the March and April seeds beautifully laid on this table for me as well, but we'll get into it later on. I'll hope you have a wonderful day and see you very soon. Bye, friends.